Oh no, I think to myself, I'm not sure I can take any more of this. Defenseless, I prepare myself for the worst, wondering who it could be. The silhouette is getting larger. I know whoever or whatever it is must be right outside. I stay very still. Perhaps they'll just keep going and not know I'm here. I feel something at the bottom of my leg, like an itch I have to scratch. Then I hear that noise again. The sound I know all too well. Oh no! Forgetting momentarily about the silhouette, I let out a squeak as I quickly flap my legs in an attempt to free myself from the leathery beast that has decided to rest on my ankle. As I continue to kick my legs around, I don't notice the person enter the cave. Suddenly, I notice a light flickering and turn around. There's a young guy, maybe only in his teens, holding a kerosene lamp. The bat must also notice the light as it quickly flies away in the darkness. "Who are you, and what are you doing here?" he asks in an accusatory manner. I'm sorry," I stumble. "I was stranded in the ocean and found shelter in this cave." "Which group are you a member of?" he asks. Group? I don't know what you mean. Tell me, what group?" He notices the sword. I find myself wondering if it's a good or bad thing that I've managed to keep the sword with me all this time. People tend to not respond well to it, and this guy's no different. He pulls a walkie-talkie out of his pocket and speaks into it. "I've found someone lurking. Must be new, but is carrying a sword, so has the potential to be looking to create a violent group." "Bring him in," I hear whoever's on the other side of the walkie-talkie say. "Right, you're coming with me," the boy says as he pulls me up roughly. With a flicker of his lamp, I can finally see the cave that I was trapped in. I hadn't realized in the dark, but everything on this island seems to be made of perfectly square blocks. The cave I've been in is made of large stone blocks, and as we step outside, I see that even the tree trunks seem to have been carved into wooden blocks. What is this place? I think to myself, though I must have said it out loud because the boy looks at me and says, "You really don't know, do you? This is the Maltese Players Association of Spog Island." "The what?" "The Maltese Players Association, the Spog group." Again with Spog! Why does it keep coming up? What's going on in this place? I decide to ask, but before I get a chance we've arrived at what I assume is our destination. "I suggest you look up and watch out," the boy says as a long stick of 4 red blocks falls from the sky and lands a little too close for comfort. As I look up and begin my dance of avoiding the falling blocks, I quickly look around me. There's me, the guy, and 3 other people. The others are all catching the falling blocks and putting them into formations on the ground. "WB," the 3 shout, and suddenly there's a conversation going, all while they continue catching the blocks and placing them on the ground. By now I've dropped my sword so that I could catch the blocks, and so I seem less of a threat. I start to understand their BRBs and ATMs as they explain to me what's going on here. Planet Spog was once a happy place where all kinds of people came together to play games and talk on the forums. Then something happened. The admin started changing the site, moving the focus from games and forums to news and groups. People started fighting and eventually abandoned the mainland, moving out to islands in groups, never to return to mainland. Some people have tried to remain on the mainland, but the fighting continues, as I discovered when Derek dropped me there not so long ago. Each group calls their island Spog Island because they consider themselves as the heart of Spog. All the craziness I've experienced in my adventure began to make sense. These people are nuts. They're all from the same planet, yet due to silly fighting about sheriffs and admin, they've separated into their own groups and the fighting and rivalry continues. What a shame. As I pondered why it was Derek brought me here in the first place and what I could do to help, I find myself humming the tune of a song. Life is but a... Wait, that's it! This is all a dream. Or is it?
Who's getting